Hey guys, this series of tutorials is going to be aimed towards my level 3 students, and we're just going to go through some basic introductions to Unreal Engine 5. I should have come round to all of yous and put a blank project into your OneDrive folder. If I have done so, you should be able to go into your OneDrive, into your UE5 projects folder, your actual project folder itself, and then launch it using this. It'll be named whatever you've named it or whatever we've named it. And this will bypass the need to open Epic Games Launcher. However, if you don't have the project, or if you're like trying to work on a separate one at home, the way we set it up was we launched Unreal Engine, and then when we met with this screen, we click on this games folder, and then we click on blank. And you don't need to change any of these settings, but just make sure that you've got Blueprint selected and not C++. Then you can name it whatever you want and then press create. But for now, I'm just going to press cancel because I've already got a project open. And it should look a little bit something like this. Again, if you've received the project from us, there should already be some other things in it. But if you're making it brand new, I'm just going to show you what else we're going to add. So just to go over some basic controls, you've got your viewport here, big screen that you can see your scene in. If you hold right click, you can look around in that scene. And whilst holding right click, you can use WASD to navigate around. Now, when you first make this project, your view is probably very zoomed out and somewhere up in the sky. So what I want you to do is on this right hand side, in this panel here, you're going to look through it, and somewhere towards the bottom, there's this player start. And then for you, it'll be really zoomed out. But if you click on that and then press F, you will focus in on the object and it'll zoom you all the way down into this terrain, to this little player start area. There are some other controls, but one of the main ones is this play button. So this will actually let you play your level. However, because we've made a blank project, if I press play, we're just going to be sort of in this view, and we'll have like no sort of like we'll be able to move around, but we don't have any proper player character or anything to control. So what we're going to do is down in this bottom left corner, we've got our content drawer. If I press on that, this little menu pops up. Now, if you click back onto your scene or anything, it'll disappear. If you want it to do that, then you can keep it that way. However, what you can do is you can dock this into your layout so it will stay here. I personally prefer it this way, so I'm going to keep it that way, but you don't have to do that. And if you want to get rid of it at any time, you can just press X there and then bring it back up this way. But I'm going to keep it docked. So the next thing we need to do is we need to import the third person player character that we're going to be using. So what we're going to do is we're going to press on add, and then we're going to go up to add feature or content pack, and then we're going to add third person. Might take a minute just to add all of the stuff. There we go. Right, so you'll see now our content browser has a lot more sort of things in it. You don't need to focus on any of these other folders. We're just going to focus on the third person folder and the blueprints folder. So now we've got a third person character. Now, if we press play, it's still not going to work. What we need to do is we need to go into edit, project settings. I believe it's maps and modes. Yes, and we're going to change this default game mode to this BP underscore third person game mode. And then we'll just press X. And now, when we press play, we've got our third person character. This character controls how you would sort of expect for just a basic sort of PC third person character. So you can use a mouse to look around. We can use WASD to run around. The arrow keys also work if you prefer that, but WASD and then spacebar will allow it to jump. And that's how we sort of make our basic project.